Can I get sued for quoting? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to Law School, people. This is part 16 of a series I'm making on copyright law and in general intellectual property law. If you don't know who I am, go on my page, watch my videos, get informed, people. Now, this is defenses part 3. We're covering the defense of quotations. I highly recommend you go check out defenses part 1, which goes over terms like fair dealing and sufficient acknowledgement, and defenses part 2, which goes over the defense of criticism and review. You've seen these videos before, people. Let's look at the legislation. Now, under section 31ZA, it says the following. Copyright in a work is not infringed by the use of a quotation from the work, provided that subsection A, the work has been made available to the public, subsection B, the use of the quotation is fair dealing with the work, subsection C, the extent of the quotation is no more than required by the specific purpose for which it is used, and subsection D, the quotation is accompanied by a sufficient acknowledgement. I'll give you a scenario so that you can understand. Let's say I upload a 2-minute video on the EU originality test. Another content creator sees this and wants to respond to it by using 8 seconds of my video, critically analyzing that explanation, and crediting me on screen. Now let's apply these statutory requirements. Let's break down the subsections and apply it to this scenario. Under subsection A, the work must have been made available to the public. Me posting that video would satisfy that requirement. Section B, the use of the work must be considered fair. Now, fair dealing is assessed objectively. So courts will look at things like the quality taken, the quantity of what is taken, the purpose of use, market impact, and whether the use competes with the original. Now, we apply it to the example. The other content creator has taken 8 seconds of a 2-minute clip to provide analysis and commentary and provide their own original explanation, and people would still have to watch my video for context. In this particular situation, this would be considered fair. Now, section C says no more than required for the specific purpose. And the underlying question here is, was more taken than necessary? Now, if we apply it to our example, the purpose of the second content creator was to analyze my one legal statement. And to achieve this purpose, the content creator only needs the specific sentence being analyzed. They don't need my introduction, my structure, my entire explanation, just the 8 seconds that they want to analyze. If done correctly, this would satisfy subsection C. Section D refers to sufficient acknowledgement, a term we've been over in defenses part 1. But just to give you a quick recap and apply to this particular example, as long as the second content creator was to add me in the video either on screen, in the comments, or have my watermark in the stitch, that would usually satisfy the sufficient acknowledgement requirement. All these things are done together, you can use the defense of quotations with no legal implications. Please, we also give case examples. We can turn to the case of Pelham v. Hutter, in which the court said we should understand quotations in its ordinary everyday sense, not in some narrow technical way, but it said it also had some